Published 16:13 Eastern Standard Time, the 11th of February 2019. Updated 10:45 Eastern Standard Time, the 12th of February 2019. 8 immigrant families demanded millions of dollars in damages Monday from the Trump administration for separating them, including a Guatemalan woman who alleged an officer said her 5-year-old son would be taken and then taunted. Happy Mother's Day, in claims filed with the U.S. government Monday. The parents accused immigration officers of taking their children away without giving them information and sometimes mocking them or denying them a chance to say goodbye. The claims allege that many children remain traumatized even after being reunited with their parents, including a 7-year-old girl who won't sleep without her mother and a 6-year-old boy who is reluctant to eat. The Department of Homeland Security did not respond to a request for comment. The Trump administration has acknowledged it separated more than 2,000 families last year through the implementation of a zero-tolerance policy intended to crack down on Central American migration at the U.S.-Mexico border. Central American immigrants walk between a newly built bollard-style border fence, right, and the older legacy fence after crossing the Rio Grande from Mexico on February 1, 2019 in El Paso, Texas. 8 immigrant families demanded millions of dollars in damages Monday from the Trump administration for separating them. Immigrant children read and play at an aid center after being released from U.S. government detention on November 3, 2018 in McAllen, Texas. Government watchdogs have also said it's unclear how many families were separated in total because agencies did not keep good enough records as the policy was implemented. In her claim, the Guatemalan woman alleges she was detained in May with her son in a type of temporary detention facility nicknamed a hielera, or icebox in Spanish. The immigration officer who taunted her and 3 other women told them the law had changed, that their children would be taken away, and that they would be deported, the claim alleges. The woman says another immigration officer woke her up at about 5 a.m. days later, ordered her to bathe and clothe her son, and then took her son into another room. The woman says she begged not to have her son taken, then asked that the two be deported together to Guatemala rather than separated. Her son only spoke the indigenous Guatemalan language of Mam, illegal border crossers, who were detained by U.S. Border Patrol agents, are seen in a jail at the Central Processing Center in McAllen, Texas, USA on June 17, 2018. The officer laughed, the claim says. He made fun of her indigenous accent and said, laughingly, "It's not that easy." They were reunited in July, but then placed in a family detention center. They were released in November. Stanton Jones, a lawyer for the families, said the families were entitled to monetary damages because of the government's inexplicable cruelty. Stanton Jones, above, a lawyer for the families, said the families were entitled to monetary damages because of the government's inexplicable cruelty. The government was harming children intentionally to try to advance what it viewed as a policy objective, Jones said. It's heinous and immoral, but it's also a civil wrong for which the law provides a claim for relief. The claims were submitted to the Departments of Homeland Security and Health and Human Services under the Federal Tort Claims Act. The act gives government agencies 6 months to respond before a potential lawsuit, Jones said. HHS spokeswoman Evelyn Stauffer said the department couldn't comment on the claims, but that HHS plays no role in the apprehension or initial detention of children referred to its care, including children who are separated from their parents by immigration authorities.